everyone. I'm at the YouTube space in London. We have just been listening to the principal cast of Wicked, talking about the show, its 10th anniversary and everything like that. It's been really cool. Maybe I'll make this the start of the vlog and then put that after. Who knows? I've made some friends. Say hello. Introduce yourself and your channels.
I'm Eiley Monty, and my channel is Eiley Monty. I'm Amy, and my channel is Amy Lovett. Love ATT, not ETT.
Oh, not like love it as in Sweeney Todd love it. I will link their channels below. And we've got these cupcakes, which I'm gonna get messy with right now.
Hi, my name's Susie Mathers. I play Glinda the Good Witch in the show.
Hiya, I'm Rachel Tucker. I play Elphaba in the show.
I'm Anita Dobson and I play Mary Morrow in the show.
Hi, I'm Oliver Saville and I play Fiero in the show.
I saw the production on Broadway in 2007. I was lucky enough to go to New York with my drama school class to perform, and as a group we all went to see this show that was it had come back to Australia, that there was this mega musical on Broadway and we all had to see it, so we booked tickets in advance as a big group, and I'll never forget it. It was incredible. But I actually came to know the show because when I auditioned for drama school in 2004, I sang Popular. So it's a massive, big kind of circle for me to almost 10 years later be doing the show here in London.
I have, yes, I saw Wicked on Broadway with my family, and I told a few lies to get us there to New York. I convinced my sister and my mother we should fly to New York for a shopping holiday when I had heard about this fantastic new musical called Wicked, and we got there and we paid more for our tickets for Wicked than we did for our flights and accommodation. I'm not joking, you did. And it was worth every penny, let me say. And I was 4 rows from the front, and Idina Menzel was off that day, and I cornered an usher, and I was very cross with this usher as to why Idina Menzel was off that day. I'd flown all the way from Ireland. So anytime I'm off in the show and someone's very cross, I understand your pain, but we're only human, so just a point. So then I saw it, and at the end of the show was sobbing uncontrollably as to, and my sister and mum asked, I don't understand why you're crying, this is the most fantastic show, you've wanted to see it for a year or so, and I just need to be in it, I just have to be in it, I have to say it again, and I swore, I said to them there and then, I am going to play that part. Wow. And that was how Wicked, that's how much Wicked affected me, and I had just graduated from college. So.
And I remember when I saw it, I remember gasping and thinking, why didn't I go up for this? And I asked my agent at the time, because I knew there was a show coming over from America and everybody said it's fantastic. And I said, and somebody said, you know, I should go up for it. And he said, no, darling, it's not for you. And that was the end of that. And then when I saw it, I thought, oh my God, I so want to be in it. And so I'm thrilled that now, for the 10-year anniversary, I finally get to be here.
Yay. I saw the show in London 10 years ago when it opened, and similarly to Rachel, I sat there going, I have to be in the show. And it was just before I went to drama school, so I was still living in Manchester, and we came down to watch it. And yeah, it's taken me 9 years, but it's taken 10 years to get in, and yeah, I just, again, had to be in it.
So Rachel, what happened then?
It was third time lucky for me. I auditioned when the show originally came to London. I was on tour with a musical called Tonight's the Night, and I had a few callbacks, and I was coming from Scotland, flying at 6 o'clock in the morning for an audition, flying back for the show that night. The next set of, I was in Plymouth, 4-hour train journey, which I missed. I missed the show in Plymouth. I got a verbal warning. I got a final that I had to go back and see Joe and Lisa for, and they says, if you go back to the final, we'll sack you. Oh. So my decision, first time round, was made up for me. I wasn't allowed to go back. So that's what happened. And then the second time round, I reached the final, and I had to decide between going up to Andrew Lloyd Webber's house to go on the live shows if I would do anything, I'd do anything, or my final for Wicked. And we all know what I chose. time lucky. I finished a year, I did a year We Will Rock You. They asked me to stay on, I said no. And they says, what, why? And I says, because if the part of Elphaba in Wicked is available, I need to be available for it. It's as simple as that. So I took myself out of work to make sure I was not in work so I could be available in case Wicked came up. I was like, I'm not letting go of it this time, this is my time. So
just going back to that moment when you had to choose
That's how important
the
it was.
final audition or I'd Do Anything.
Yes.
Was it because you thought maybe my profile, if I'm back on the, if I'm on the telly,
Yes,
my profile would be high?
Two things.
Yeah.
That would help my career as Rachel Tucker, and open more doors, and I would be more visible to people that I mightn't have necessarily been seen by. And also, in my heart of hearts, more than anything, I knew I would play the part someday. So I could just put it on the back burner.
Yeah.
It will be mine, just not this year.
My story is very long-winded, so I'll give you the short version. I've been part of this show since 2008, which is a very long time. But I actually started in the ensemble, so I was what's called a vocal swing. At that time, I had 7 callbacks to get that particular part in the show. It was the original cast in Australia, in Melbourne. I left and did Mamma Mia for a year, and they rang me up and said, Glinda's coming available for the Asian tour, would you like to come back? So I jumped back into the ensemble and learnt it as an understudy for a year, and then took over the role. So now this will be my 6th country and 10th city performing the role. So yeah, I've had a very big relationship with this show, and yeah, London was always kind of the end game for me. I really wanted the part here, so
I was just going to say, you played it before, but London, you know, your first night was just over a week ago, so how did that feel?
It was amazing. It was my West End debut, and I moved here a year ago with the sole purpose of this. It was to chase this particular role that I love so much and to be part of the show on the West End. So it's a bit of a dream come true for me, and yeah, I'm still sort of pinching myself to make sure I haven't fallen asleep on a Sydney beach somewhere.
The first big difference is I have to do an American accent over in America, English accent.
I did too, by the way. I started American, in Australia.
Yeah. The stage is a different shape and size, so I had to learn slightly different staging, slightly different direction, and the other thing, the audiences are so loud over there. You guys are rather reserved, so I've come back I finished about a month and a half ago, I've come back, and this week it's been rather quiet compared to what I've been used to. Yeah, so rather, kind of quite polite audiences here.
It's like being part of a huge machine. Nothing stops this show. Nothing. People can be off, people can collapse halfway through, the show goes on.
The best thing about playing with her is that I get to go on that journey every night, and it's not just the popular Glinda or the dramatic Glinda. She really does have a lot of colours to her personality, and also it's a really lovely sing. I think the way that she's written musically reflects all of that as well, so yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Rachel, Elphaba, I mean...
Elphaba.
Wow. Do you still love it?
I adore playing this part. I am one of the luckiest girls in the world to be able to do this every day as a job. Elphaba's got a beautiful arc, starting off as a very low number 2, number 3 in her family, in society, to rising above it all and getting through it her way.
People love this show. When you go to see something like this, it gives you great joy. And you just want to go back and tap into that every time. And every night when you two girls walk down, I feel very, very emotional. I think they're both terrific. I love them to death.
This music has been written by magic. I don't know how. It elevates people. It makes them laugh. It makes them cry. To be able to tell a story through song makes people. Not everyone can do it, so when you're sitting watching people who can do it, you're like, yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking, and so you connect so beautifully with music and story combined. And this set, it's joyous, as Anita says, it really, there's a magic about Wicked that will never ever go away.
I am home now. I swear I say that every time I come to this point in the vlogs. Just feel like I need to point it out. Wow, what an afternoon that was. It was amazing to go into the new YouTube space. I've never been into any of the YouTube spaces. I'm a very small YouTuber, so it's not like I've ever been invited to go or whatever, but I'm really, really glad that they let me come to this event. It was awesome. Obviously, as you guys know, I have seen this show many times. I am a huge fan of it. I just think it's a beautiful show. It's the show that got me into the theatre, and to be honest, if I hadn't seen Wicked, I probably wouldn't be in this situation in my life right now. So it's pretty important to me. It was really fun to hear the cast like answer questions in the little talk and the panel, and to hear like the audience questions. They were really interesting. It's funny because you'd think in the YouTube space it's where I'd be most comfortable to like get the camera out and vlog, but I didn't. I was having a really good time actually, like meeting new people. There was like a couple of people that I knew there, like I don't know them personally, I just follow their channels. So apart from that, the people that I was hanging out with, they were just new people to me, and it was really nice. Thank you for being my friend and keeping me company, because events like that, they're fun if you're on your own, but they're much better with people that you kind of connect with and get to know, and it was really nice. It was so much fun getting to watch some of the Wicked makeup team do the makeup on Jessme Stoddart. I hope I said her name right. She's so lovely. She is first cover Elphaba, so effectively you've got Rachel as Elphaba, Alice Fern as the standby, and then Jessme, so she'll go on if those two are off. Personally, I can't wait to see her Elphaba. She'll definitely get a show at some point, probably in winter when everyone gets sick. But when I saw the cast last week, and obviously there was a lot of new faces in the ensemble, I kept thinking, I definitely know that girl. Where do I know her face from? And then it dawned on me, I was like, oh yeah, she was in Les Mis last time I saw it. So that was quite funny, and it was actually the first time that she'd ever like got the green on. She's so lucky to have that so well documented, because most covers don't get kind of proper photos or videos or anything of them in the green, so she's very lucky, and I'm really happy with some of the photos I've taken. I'm going to be writing up a blog post about this as well, just so I can include photos and things. There's a lot that I want to say, but this vlog is probably already really long, so whatever I can't say now, I'll put in the blog post. Thank you so much to the YouTube space for putting this event on, and thank you Wicked for organising it. It was amazing. I so wish that there were more fan community events in the West End. Probably going to talk about that in another video, because it's something now that I want to discuss. As usual, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you have, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me in the future. I hope you're all doing really well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!